Let me drive forward a little bit because this person's blocking me. Hey guys, what's going on? So today I figured I would just, partially because I said I would make a second video and I hadn't gotten around to it yet, and partially just because this format feels like one that I can be comfortable talking about, or talking during. We're just going to be kind of taking a little stroll around in Forza today, and I'm going to kind of talk about, how I'm feeling about YouTube right now. You may have seen the title, it's probably something like why I don't make YouTube videos anymore, or something like that. This is gonna kind of be an off-the-cuff little ramble session about, how I'm feeling about YouTube and what's going on in my life that has made me not really want to do YouTube that much anymore. So, let's kind of get into it. So, first things first, the thing that I would say has contributed the most to me not really wanting to do YouTube anymore is just the kind of general state that the platform is in. It kind of just seems like day after day this platform just gets more and more hostile to the creators on it, and to be completely honest with you, even though I am not somebody who, depends on this platform for any sort of income, I'm not even eligible for any sort of income from this platform yet. It's kind of crazy how quickly this platform just became an absolute nightmare for all of the creators and viewers alike, whether it be through the peddling of AI features or the over recommendation of slopified content in the wake of people like Mr. Beast becoming just straight up celebrities off of the platform doing shit like that. As someone who, even not creating things, just enjoys a lot of YouTube content because, I'm not the type of person who's really into TV shows or movies or shit like that, it's really become obvious just where the platform's priorities lie. And I'll give you a hint, it's not really with creators that are just trying to create content that is not restricted by needing to cater to an algorithm or needing to follow some sort of guideline. I'm not very tempted to put a bunch of energy into a platform that doesn't really feel like it's going to give that same sort of energy back if I'm not creating the exact thing that it wants to market. And because of that, it's just become a little bit harder day after day to convince myself that this is something that I do actually want to put a lot of effort and time into. Because even with things like the clip compilation or whatever, right? Like, that still does take effort. Like, it took me multiple days to edit that video. And it took an entire year to just passively collect all of those clips that I showed off in said video. So it does still take quite a bit of effort, even if I'm not fully invested into it, just to make the shit that I have been doing. Whenever it seems like things just aren't panning out in the general scheme of things on YouTube, it makes it so I don't really want to make shit like that anymore, Another thing that's kind of been on my mind is just the fact that sitting down and recording content just doesn't really feel natural to me. At least the way that I have been kind of like led to believe that I should do. For the most part, it feels like I'm putting on a character, and whenever I do that, it just kind of seems like it's not me, and I always want my content to come off as organic and unique to me, because obviously I'm just playing games like everyone else, so the only thing that would keep people coming to my videos is if they like me. So if I'm like putting on some sort of act just to create more interesting videos, then, what's really the point at that point? Like, that's not really an organic way of going about things. That's why I've really liked doing the clip compilations, because those are just things that I've organically gotten throughout my time of just playing games and shit. So it's not like I'm actively going out of my way to make videos out of them. It's just I got a bunch of funny clips and I really enjoyed them in the moment, and I thought that people would enjoy them now. But the thing is about that is, unless I'm playing games all the time with friends, there's not really going to be a ton of opportunities to get clips for that, and that's why it took me a full year to make like a fucking 12-minute video or whatever the hell it ended up being. Maybe not even that. The way that I want to make videos is really time consuming and really slow. It's not even really time consuming, it's just more slow than anything. I'm waiting on these clips to come up naturally, and it's, gonna take some time to do that. There's that whole thing, and then if I wanted to actually sit down and do anything more than just this, which is just a yap session, and I wanted to come up with an actual entertaining video idea and shit, like, not only would that take me effort, it would take me kind of sacrificing a bit of what I feel makes for the best YouTube videos, which is just the feeling that these people are just organically coming up with all of this. Whenever I actually sit down and try to make something, it always just ends up feeling that way. It always just ends up feeling like I'm, sacrificing something, how natural it is, and how organic it is, just to create a slightly more entertaining YouTube video, and then I'm never really satisfied with any of the products that come out that way. Beyond just YouTube stuff, because I don't just want to talk about YouTube stuff, I've obviously got my own personal life to tend to. Part of that, as some people know, is I am a full-time university student attending for computer engineering. And, I'm not gonna pretend like I have it the hardest out of anybody just because I'm a full-time student or whatever. Because obviously there are some people that are, having to be full-time students and, going to work just to pay for that. And I'm on scholarship, so, I'm fine in that regard. But it is something that does take a lot of energy out of me usually, especially on the harder days. And whenever I run out of energy that easily, it's really hard to actually get me up to do something that, again, I'm not really fully invested in. That's kind of why a lot of the YouTube video stuff kind of fell by the wayside. And then the stuff that I am really passionate about, at least right now, is making music and mashups and stuff. I've been doing that on a second channel. It's linked down in the description if you want to check that out, if you think that'd be interesting to you. I have another little project coming out very shortly for that. But yeah, that's where I've been concentrating a lot of my excitement and effort, because, it's just the thing that I am more excited about at this point. But I've been significantly more active with the uploads over there because that's just the thing that I've been interested in, at least in the short term. And so, who knows, maybe soon my desire to make music stuff will die down and I'll want to actually make gaming stuff again. Who knows? I wouldn't mind if people do like this type of format, to just have more, impromptu yap sessions on different video games, because it's pretty easy to get me yapping and just sat down to do that. So if y'all like this format, I'll definitely do a little bit more of it in the future. It's also therapeutic in a sense to get all this stuff out of my system this way. Which brings me to another thing, I guess, which is I am going through a lot of mental health struggles, and have been since pretty much I moved away for university. It's definitely gotten a little bit better than it has been at points, but it's constantly an up and down thing. It's not really something that just goes away, There's always going to be good days and bad days in that regard, and I'm just trying to do my best to kind of live with that and kind of play to that without letting it, fully take control of what I do. But because of that, whenever I'm not doing great, it's not really the time that I want to be making videos, because either the videos aren't going to come out as good, or damn, I just hit that rock full on, or my behavior's going to be off in it, or whatever it may be. Then that's not really the image of myself that I want to put out into the world. And I think that's also been something that I've been trying to grapple with, is trying to create a image for myself that doesn't actively embarrass me whenever I'm, you know, looking back at it. And that's why you may have noticed that there's been a few videos that have been privated, mainly the ones with my face in them, because I am less comfortable showing my face. It's kind of a shame because I am still really proud of a few of those videos, but at the same time, looking back at myself like with a full face cam and shit just genuinely makes me cringe. So I kind of have to remind myself sometimes that this is in fact my YouTube channel, and just because I want to make videos for other people and I want to provide a little bit more enjoyment for people in the world, that doesn't mean that I have to make myself miserable in the process. And that's kind of been something that I've been trying to figure out on my own for a while now. And if I do end up coming back to making YouTube videos on a more regular basis, it's going to be with the caveat that I'm always going to be doing the things that I enjoy, rather than trying to make myself kind of fit some other image or algorithm or whatever it may be. That's just not me, and I'm not going to put something out that I'm not proud of, at least in some sense. So I do hope you understand at least a little bit of where I'm coming from whenever I talk about shit like this. And I do hope you at least got some sort of enjoyment out of this, or at least you have some greater understanding of why I haven't really been around as much recently. So I think that's going to do it from me. I do hope you enjoyed the video. I'm not really going to tell you to like or subscribe or anything, because that feels like it'd be really weird for me to tell you to do on this video specifically. But what I will tell you to do is go ahead and leave a comment, whether it be a question you want to ask me or any sort of feedback you have for the video, any sort of thing there, because that's kind of why I'm here, is to make things that I enjoy and hopefully other people enjoy as well. So if you have anything to leave down in the comments, this is your there's your call to action, YouTube. There it is. So thank you very much for watching this long and listening to me yap. I hope you have a great rest of your day, and I hope your 2026 is absolutely wonderful. It really can't get much worse from here. Anyways, that'll be all. Thank you very much,